Hi guys, we're back on the channel. Like I mentioned last night, last night's video went out quite late, so not everybody may have had a chance to catch up on it or see the progress of a new project. But I bought a ultraviolet Mark II frame that needs a significant number of welds to it. Came with a bundle, a set of original bars, which will clean up nice. It's got a horn, but it's missing its bit. It's got that bit kicking back indoors. It's not far from work. I'll pick up one day on my way home. But also, he managed to flog me. I don't know how I bought it. I don't know why, because it's only half a frame. But it's a original Mark II chopper Prismatic. Not particularly easy to come by. A few kick about. They weren't as popular as the reds and the ultraviolets and the fizzies and the space blue, but they were sold in their thousands. But yeah, decent enough frame. Unfortunately, it's missing a bit at the end, which I'll show you in a tick. A quick update on the red infrared Mark II. All I need for this is a gear cable, a seat post nut thing. I'll just check them in short on and a R-nut for seat clamp. I've got those bits, and then I need to put some air in the front tube, and then it's finished. And that will be one video on that bike about what I've done to it, what it's cost me, what's been changed, what's been bought new for it, and what it owes me. If you can remember, I bought this at the beginning of the year, and it was a complete wreck. Both wheels are completely disintegrated. It was covered in thick brown dust and muck. I've gone through it, and yeah, really pleased with how this bike has turned out. The Mark I is only a few things to do: brake cable, gear cable, build the seat back up from the back, and the seat post nut bolt. The sissy bar I was freeing it up. Paul Martin mentioned this. I put bricks on the frame here and built it up and jacked it up with a car jack. There's a picture of it somewhere. I'll put it in the corner here. But yeah, let's bring you closer to a Prismatic. So there it is. Mark II Prismatic. Original decals. Now these decals are like glittery. I love these. Original crank. That's stuck. Someone's tried to take the cotter pin out, but it's seized, and that is drilling out, so that can come out. There's an old bolt there for the chain, but the worst bit is that it's missing this section here. So I need your thoughts. Do I take these two bike frames to a welder and ask them to cut out a section from the ultraviolet and to put it in the Prismatic, or do I ask them to do 5 welds on the ultraviolet, when in theory there's only 4 needed here? That's both got side stands at work. Well, they're not working, but they'll easily seize up. Let me know in your thoughts what you think I should do with these 2 bike frames. I'll tell you now how much they cost. They cost me 30 quid each. 30, and then the handlebars were 30 quid. So 90 quid this lot cost me. The only bit I can get money back on at the minute is in theory the handlebars. I see the handlebars at 70 quid. clean them up, £75. They're worth that because they're decent bars. Take the horn off it, get a drill brush and clean them up. But I need your comments on this black Prismatic. What would you do? Yeah, and if you want to say take it down tip, then I'm sorry, but you do not take a chopper frame down the tip, whatever condition it's in. You don't do it, okay? But you do what you want. But I personally would not, because there's a value in these things here. The ultraviolet was collection only from Norfolk. Not too far from me, so I jumped in the car, picked it up, won it on eBay, 30 quid. He had messages saying, we post it, I'll give you £80 posted. So it's got a value of more than 30, but I'm just going to try do my best with it. Let me know what you think of both of them. And guys, there you are. So in theory, 2 new chopper projects. 2. I've gone round a bit of teak on the ultraviolet, trying to get off some of that paintwork. It looks like it's been hand painted around the chopper decal, because you can still see the ultraviolet behind the orange chopper. So, but I quite like that robust, industrial, not cared for sort of paintwork. I know 80% of my audience want to get all these bikes resprayed, repainted, but nah, I like to keep things showing their age. Yeah. You know, this frame will come up nice. Yeah. It's not particularly over dented and scratched. My guess is that the sissy bar was probably stuck back in the day, and someone cut it. You know, cut the bar out, didn't they? Why? I don't know. He has got a few other bits indoors, so I've left him my number. He'll give me a call if he feels as if he wants to offload some more bits and that kind of thing. So let me know in the comments, what would you do about this frame? I've got 2 choices. Well, I've got a couple of choices. One choice is to clean, well, regarding the Prismatic, take the crank out, sell the crank separately, or keep the crank for another project, yeah? And then just sell the frame as it is, I think that's still worth 60 quid, 70 quid, I do, honestly. Or cut a section from the ultraviolet and weld it into there, because this is all, this section here is all strong. That's all strong. I've got the back plate for the mud guard, that's 6. I've got that, so that's present. So weld everything back in, use that as a donor frame, and then you've got a solid Prismatic that you can then start to build up, can't you? Or you go with the ultraviolet, get that all welded back together, get it resprayed, but then you're still left with a chopper Prismatic that's not doing anything, is it? Let me know what you would do with these 2 frames. The space blue's looking good. The sissy bar, I've got to get a grinder. Grinder? No, not that sort of grinder, yeah? A metal grinder to grind down into the top tube of where the sissy bar sits, because I think it's had a weld at some point, so it needs to go down a little bit. But that's going to look, it's not going to look mint, because I'm just doing it on a budget, or don't want to spend too much money on the parts. As things pop up, I just try and grab them for what I can. But I think that'll look nice, presentable when it's done. It's going to be a rider and a working restoration, because whatever happens to it, someone will take it to the next level, whether it be full rebuild, repaint, you know, that sort of thing. But for me, I like things to show their age, you know. That's it, guys. I am not going to bore you anymore. A bit of tea cut I used on the ultraviolet just gets the old paint off and seems to work. Again, let me know your thoughts. I'm going out later on today. Don't know how or why I keep doing this, but I managed to buy another project. I've got too many bikes don't work. Another one, but thankfully this one does work, and it is complete, and it is a Raleigh, and yeah, it's going to be nice. It's going to be a nice little addition to the current lineup, and I think it's something that you guys will like to see. And it's a nice bike, and it's a lovely period correct chopperish bike. I'll see you later on, probably tomorrow, on the next one. 86% of my audience isn't subscribed. They don't subscribe to the channel. It's free. It's free to subscribe. Does it cost you anything? You won't get bombarded with newsletters or programs, or it's just something you can watch. If you like this sort of stuff, just subscribe so you'll know when the videos upload, so you can watch it. I would rather watch this nonsense than EastEnders personally, but that's up to you. I'll see you later on, guys. Thank you. Goodbye.